fixtures, indeed there's not. So Mamardashvili is in goal. Liverpool are in all red. They'll be defending the Kop and playing from right to left, with Mamardashvili, Bradley, Van Dijk, Konate and Robertson, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Ekitike and Wirtz. Real Madrid in all white, playing from left to right, attacking the Kop. Courtois in goal. Valverde, Howson, Militao, Carreras is the back four. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Goulet, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. 0-0. And I mentioned that stat in the first half that Arne Slot is yet to be involved in a goalless draw as a Liverpool manager in 72 games. Real Madrid, you have to go back 10 years since the last time they were involved in a goalless draw in the group stage league phase that ended 0-0. Paris Saint-Germain away in October 2015. So surely there has to be goals in this second period.
Well, you'd think so, but then if you've got a goalkeeper of Courtois' quality saving the efforts that Liverpool have created in such a manner, it's going to be difficult to get past him, and Mamardashvili's made a couple of smart saves himself.
Stephen Warnock and Jonathan Woodgate are with us. We're also live on BBC Radio Merseyside, and don't forget 5 Live Final Score is also available through the BBC iPlayer, the red button, or the BBC Sport website and app, where you can see the video printer as well as listen to the commentary. As Vinicius Jr. with a burst of speed takes him away from Szoboszlai, but not Conor Bradley, who comes back at him to dispossess him, and then Szoboszlai picks up that ball and gives it to Gravenberch. And Salah infield off that far side, the right, finds McAllister. McAllister will run forward in these blustery conditions. Ekitike turns away from Tchouaméni. Gravenberch, man over is Salah on that far side, the right, and here is Salah as we sit low down in the main stand at Anfield. Salah delivers the cross. Flick header away from Goulet. Corner kick to Liverpool. They started the first half, Jonathan, strongly. Likewise in the second period.
Yeah, they started quick again, especially Szoboszlai setting the standard, Conor Bradley setting the standard, closing down Vinicius, but then they're getting balls into the box.
And in front of the travelling support, many of them decked out in white in that left-hand side of the bottom tier of the Anfield Road end. Liverpool have a corner kick. This should be an in-swinger. Right-footed. Flicked. Oh, what a save by Courtois. The corner comes in from Wirtz, and that is a stunning reflex save. He's just somehow clawed it away.
It's phenomenal. It's outstanding from Courtois. Van Dijk's 4 yards out when he has the header. Okay, it's at Courtois, but it's the reactions, the speed, the instinct. It's just incredible goalkeeping. Wow.
That was breathtaking. Because it's a matter of yards away from him. He reacts so quickly with both hands. It's another corner kick and it remains 0-0. Courtois single-handedly is keeping Liverpool at bay. This will be an out-swinging corner from Szoboszlai on that far side, the right, and it comes. No! Another fingertip save. Ekitike can't believe it. His header was goal-bound, but Courtois watched it and then turned and tipped it over the crossbar.
Full stretch again, Courtois. What a save. Right hand, just get a fingertip to it.
Corner taken short, and it comes again. Ekitike's header drops wide. Liverpool are knocking at the door. Incredible.
Yeah, they certainly are. The Ekitike one, where it's top corner, it's an incredible save. He gets a right arm over the top of his body and tips it over. This time when the header comes in from Ekitike, he wouldn't have saved it, Courtois. He was pinned to the ground. He looked and just hoped it'd go past his post, and it did. But Liverpool started extremely well in this second half, and again it's Courtois who's coming to the saviour for Real Madrid.
Goal at Coventry in the Championship, Sani Rudravajula.
Coventry 1, Sheffield United 1. The home side taking 3 minutes to respond. Tatsahiro Sakamoto onto the ball first time when it dropped inside the box. Coventry 1, Sheffield United 1.
BBC Radio 5 Live, Champions League night. Salah picks it up, Salah drives forward, Salah to the edge of the area. But there was Camavinga, who put one knee on the ground and then got the challenge in. McAllister tries to win it back, prods it towards Konate. Forward ball. Carreras with the interception, and now Mbappe has got an area of space to run into, and Real Madrid come forward. This is Mbappe, gives it straight towards Gravenberch. Szoboszlai, though, gives it away. The white shirts of Real Madrid are back in possession.
Danger.
This is Mbappe. Just slips it into the path of Vinicius Junior, blocked by Conor Bradley. We're talking about Liverpool as an attacking force, as Conor Bradley holds off Vinicius Junior on that far side. Before today, though, this Real Madrid side had actually had the most shots in the Champions League against Marseille, Caira and Juventus, and they have been restricted to very, very few opportunities. Another goal at Tottenham, John Southall.
Tottenham 2, Copenhagen 0. The goalkeeper once again at fault, ended up with Mawani playing it across to Wilson Odegaard, totally unmarked. He added the second, and from what we've seen so far, surely that will be enough. Tottenham 2, Copenhagen 0.
That's live on Sports Extra. 0-0 between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Here on 5 Live. McAllister back to Van Dijk 5 minutes into the second period. Stroked forward by the Liverpool captain. Gravenberch under pressure from Bellingham. And the referee gives the free kick. He was being hampered and hindered. And in the end, as he fell to the floor, this will be a direct free kick for Liverpool. 25 yards out from goal. Stephen Warnock.
Yeah, Javi Alonso down in front of us, remonstrating with the fourth official and the assistant referee. He was adamant it wasn't a foul. Thought it was a little bit lazy from Bellingham as Gravenberch got the wrong side of him. He only had to touch him in the back to let him go to ground. But this is a dangerous position. With Szoboszlai stood over the ball, it's a perfect position for him to be able to get it up and down and over the wall. And that's the most important thing. If you're too close, it's such a difficult skill.
In the company of two former England internationals with us here tonight on 5 Live, Stephen Warnock and Jonathan Woodgate, watching Szoboszlai with the wind at his back, that red shirt rippling, attacking the Anfield Road end, 25 yards out left of centre. Szoboszlai eyeing it up. There are 4 white shirts in the wall. 2 Liverpool players stand in front. Szoboszlai runs forward now, hits it, fisted away by Courtois. Body behind the ball, the Belgian goalkeeper, and Camavinga lifts it further away. Canate. Ooh, that went straight towards Mbappe. Of all the people it went to Mbappe, and McAllister cynically has pulled him back. He knew he was beaten for pace.
Great foul.
It is a good foul, but the only thing I'd say is Szoboszlai had read it.
Yeah.
He was there. I mean, the guy's engine is absolutely phenomenal. You go back to the free kick, it's a great hit from Szoboszlai, who's been Liverpool's best player. Great save again by Courtois, who's been Real Madrid's best player and the player of the match so far.
I wouldn't have minded seeing the race. I think there'd only been one winner.
Rotherham United have got a goal back. Rotherham 1, Burton Albion 2. That's in League One. And in the Championship, Birmingham City have got a 4th goal, which will end Millwall's 5-match unbeaten run. 4-0 then at St Andrews. They got back to winning ways against Portsmouth at the weekend. And Chris Davis and his team following it up tonight with a resounding win, it would seem. This is the Champions League and it remains 0-0. We're 7 minutes into the second half. Bellingham runs away from Gravenberch. Howson passes the ball forward, away from Goulet. Such was the pace of the ball along the ground and allowed Robertson to tidy it up back towards Mamardashvili.
That pass was 2 inches from taking about 7 Liverpool players out of the game. That's what Madrid need to do more, is try and find those passing between the lines. And that's how they'll break Liverpool down.
The hardest thing is, though, is because the way Liverpool are compact, is that the 2 inches could be getting cut out, and it's the finest of margins, and it's a decent shape for Liverpool. But I agree, if they can find that pass, it's danger for Liverpool.
They failed to score only once in their last 30 games since the quarter-final first leg defeat at Arsenal, and that was against Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup in July. So in what has been an excellent start for the La Liga leaders, they have scored in every game in this campaign. As we are 9 minutes into the second period here at Anfield, McAllister out towards Bradley. Bradley looks up over the halfway line, plays it to the feet of Salah as the Kop generates the noise inside Anfield away towards our right. McAllister to Gravenberch with a diagonal ball. Gravenberch through the centre. Ekitike with a layoff. The referee is going to give a free kick for a foul from Chouameni on Szoboszlai.
Yeah, it's really good play again from the Liverpool midfield. Gravenberch and McAllister linking up well, but then they feed it into Ekitike. Lovely little touch around the corner into the run again of Szoboszlai. We talk about his running power. He's great at just running off the back of midfielders and getting beyond them, drawing a foul. And we talked about earlier on about the position of the free kick. This is another one that suits Szoboszlai to get it up and over that wall. Similar distance, but other side of the pitch.
Szoboszlai, who is right of centre, he must be 26, 27 yards out from goal. Liverpool are playing from right to left as we look. Real Madrid have got every white shirt on the edge of their penalty area. Szoboszlai chips it over the head of Wirtz, bounces away from Konate, and then hooked further clear by Bellingham. That bouncing ball, Mbappe is challenged by Bradley. The ball is played forward by Tchouaméni towards Vinicius Junior. Flag stays down for the time being. Mbappe is just currently lurking, unmarked at the moment, but Robertson has got a beady eye on him as Goulet towards Vinicius Junior. Now with Militao, forward of the centre circle, attacking the Kop. Mbappe, Valverde, forward providing the width on this near side. Camavinga, Bellingham playing in front of Liverpool, who have every red shirt back behind the ball. 10 minutes into the second half on 5 Live. Valverde being watched by Wirtz. Now towards Camavinga. Camavinga gives it away towards Salah. Can a break be on for Liverpool as Salah plays it short towards Szoboszlai, and then they slow it back down towards Gravenberch. Bit of setting off at Tottenham, John Southwell.
Said it was comfortable, but Tottenham are down to 10 men. Tottenham 2, Copenhagen 0. Brennan Johnson, scorer of the first goal, sliding in. Caught Lopez, the defender, on the back of his ankle, and it's been shown it was a yellow to start with. Referee went to the monitor, and it's been upgraded to a red. And also Vicario down at the moment, just holding his hamstring. Tottenham 2, Copenhagen 0.
Commentary of that is on Sports Extra. We're on 5 Live and the BBC Sounds app, as well as Radio Merseyside here tonight at Anfield. And it remains goalless as McAllister to Wirtz. Ball inside towards Ekitike. Tries to burst in between Valverde and Militao, but Valverde was strong in defence. Camavinga, Valverde, triangular passing patterns up towards Mbappe with the layoff. That might go short. Referee, though, Istvan Kovacs has given a foul against the Liverpool captain, Virgil van Dijk, on Kylian Mbappe, who has stayed down. Free kick to Real Madrid just outside the centre circle. Stephen Warnock.
Van Dijk's gesturing that. He hasn't touched him, and Mbappe's bought it. Wanted to see it again just before I commented on it. I don't think there's much in it, if I'm being completely honest. It's more of that hand on the chest, and Mbappe, like we're seeing time and time again, not only in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, players hitting the deck when they think they're being hit in the face, and they haven't. It's in the chest.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, really, when you watch it.
And with Cunha at the weekend for Manchester United against Nottingham Forest. Here is Wirtz, skips away from one challenge, can't squeeze it into the path of Ekitike. Back flick there from Bellingham, and then acrobatically volleyed out by Tchouaméni towards Vinicius Junior. Bellingham has continued his run, but Konate will get there first, but just can't keep the ball in play as he tries to shield it away from Bellingham, and Gravenberch couldn't keep it in. It'll be a Real Madrid throw.
If you look at both teams, there's a massive difference in how quick Liverpool get behind the ball to how quick Madrid do. Normally Madrid get back with 8 players and leave 2 up. Liverpool get back as a 10 so quick and really slow down the attack of Real Madrid. It's unbelievable how well they do it.
Here is Goulet, the Turkish international, right hand side. Back to Camavinga along the ground, and Mbappe with his back to goal as they attack the Kop end. Tchouaméni, Carreras coming forward, the left back, enters the penalty area, opens up for Carreras, gets the shot away too, but lacks the power. And in the end, it was trickling and never really a danger. It went in front of goal, but away from the goal, through the 6-yard box and out for a goal kick.
I don't think anyone thought he was going to get through that far from his team, and he just puts it into a brilliant area, just rolls it across the face of goal. Liverpool players didn't want to engage with him, they didn't want to hang a foot out, didn't want to bring him down. But none of the Real Madrid players gambled. Mbappe was on the edge of the box, not even interested in getting in the box.
Here is Bradley, just taking the ball back 2 or 3 yards and then flicks it forward. casually towards Gravenberg. Ekitike with the instant layoff. Bert's back towards Ekitike. They've linked up well tonight. Ekitike now coming forward and then lays it off towards Salah. Right corner of the area. Salah sweeps over the cross. Cut out by Militao, who is falling backwards in his penalty area. And Howson now will chip the ball out towards that far side, but chips it out wide. And the Liverpool Anfield roar will tell you that they want to try and generate a little bit of forward momentum here. There's the vocal encouragement. Gravenberg caught. That's going to be a yellow card for Bellingham. And he is the third Real Madrid player to be booked.
They're starting to really hold on here, Madrid. They're starting to hold on. Liverpool are applying the pressure. Runs from midfield, runs from the forwards. They're finding it difficult at this moment.
The one thing I'd say is what Liverpool have tried to create here tonight is a Premier League pace and make it very difficult for them. So every time that the ball goes out of play, within a second or two, the ball's getting thrown back in. They're not allowing Real Madrid to get set, and you can see the fatigue starting to set in of Real Madrid, whereas Liverpool are used to it in the Premier League week in, week out.
We're live on air tonight, 5 Live Sport, until 10:30 when Tony Livesey takes over. There is activity on the Liverpool bench down below. Arne Slot, of course, has got to contend with his next game away to Manchester City on Sunday. A game, incidentally, you'll be able to listen to live on BBC Radio 5 Live for that 4:30 kickoff for the trip to the Etihad. Szoboszlai with a free kick. Fired in right footed! McAllister with a header! Courtois could not do anything about that! It flicked off his head with such power! And McAllister, who scored against Real Madrid last season in the Champions League, has got his first goal of the season this time, and Liverpool find the breakthrough 1-0.
Well, Anfield absolutely erupts, and as Jonathan Woodgate said, they've been knocking at the door. Real Madrid have been on the ropes. It's about the quality of the free kick from Szoboszlai. He doesn't fizz it in too hard, he just allows McAllister to use the pace on the ball, the accuracy of the cross, just to glance the header, but the pace that goes past Courtois. Courtois' leaning back, he's falling back into his goal. He stands no chance of saving this one, and it's more than Liverpool deserve. That's exactly what they've done all game, knocked on the door. I think it's Bellingham who's just playing McAllister on as the free kick comes in.
Bullet header, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, bullet header, but there's a little block before it, which is really clever. Szoboszlai the ball, he's been exceptional all night, but it's just that reach. Courtois got no chance, just glances off McAllister's head. It's a fantastic placed header. Doesn't try to put too much movement with his header, just lets it hit his head, breezes across him into the far corner. It's well deserved. They deserved it. They deserved the 1-0 lead.
VAR having a check. I, like Stephen, thought that Bellingham was possibly playing everybody on side, but they check every goal as a matter of course. But the fact that play hasn't restarted, it might not be as straightforward as we necessarily think.
I think it's very difficult when you've got a cluster of 6 or 7 players on the line, and it's how you draw them. Well, I know it's a little bit different, but well, there you go.
The goal does stand, and after 61 minutes, Liverpool lead Real Madrid by a goal to 0, and Virgil van Dijk whips up the crowd, and the Anfield crowd responds. Szoboszlai also is turning into a cheerleader. When Liverpool have scored first this season, in 9 games, they are still unbeaten. They've won 8 and they've drawn 1. Real Madrid have come from behind in 2 games against Mallorca and Marseille. But now all of a sudden, Liverpool have something to protect, leading by a goal to 0. And you've got to say it's deserved.
It is deserved, fully deserved from Liverpool. They've been outstanding in this game. They've been tenacious in every challenge. They've been progressive in the way that they've passed forward. They've caused Real Madrid problems, but they've shown Real Madrid massive respect as well by the recovery runs, by getting into positions. This guy's going to be very interesting in Mbappe now, because it's a big moment for Real Madrid.
Wirtz has gone down holding his head in a challenge with Mbappe. The Liverpool players are telling the referee it's a head injury. I'm not too sure there was too much contact in the face of Florian Wirtz. Got to be consistent. If you're going to berate the foreign players or foreign players from a foreign team, then you've got to do the same for those who play for English sides as well.
I'm not sure who really touched him. I'd have to look back on the replay, but normally they're going to stay down. If someone's attacking at speed, he's going to stay down, isn't he?
There's been another goal at Tottenham. John Southall.
And what a goal this is. Tottenham 3, Copenhagen 0. Mickey van der Ven picked up the ball on the edge of his own penalty area, ran the length of the pitch, shrugged off 3 or 4 challenges into the Copenhagen penalty area, and he finished it off. This place is jumping. Not bad for a centre-half. Tottenham 3, Copenhagen 0.
Well, if it's jumping in North London, listen to this racket on Merseyside. It's bouncing with the red and white scarves being swirled around the heads of the Liverpool supporters. Wirtz is back on his feet. If you had a chance to see it again.
Yeah, it was an elbow as such from Mbappe, but it wasn't intentional at all. It was, when you see the other ones, they're flailing arms. This was an elbow, but it was purely accidental. Whether he should have stayed down as long, I'm not so sure. But just going back to the free kick, it wasn't Bellingham playing him on, it was Camavinga at the near post. So it shows you, when you look at things initially, you think, wow, it's Bellingham at the back post. It was actually the front post.
Because we both thought it was Bellingham, didn't we, when
Yeah,
we first had a
absolutely.
look? That goal after the VAR check stood after 61 minutes. It's the goal that separates the two sides. 5 Live and BBC Sounds with McAllister, whose last goal was against Tottenham back in April, as Mbappe touches the ball to Camavinga and McAllister comes across to try and snuff out the threat of Camavinga. Camavinga gets the ball back again. Mbappe, right corner of the area, sends over the cross. Konate heads it further away. Salah lifts it into the path of Howson, but he pursues that ball and gets there before Carreras. And now Salah can come forward over the halfway line on the right touchline. Ball in field towards Gravenberch. Liverpool lead by a goal to nil. Another goal at Tottenham, John Southall.
Tottenham 4, Copenhagen 0. They needed a convincing home when, my goodness, they got one. Paulinho with the 4th, 6 yards out, finished it off. Tottenham 4, Copenhagen 0. 10 men, remember.
Another goal at Coventry, Sunny.
And the leaders turn it around just after the hour. Coventry 2, Sheffield United 1. A corner, Adam Davis, sub-keeper on for the injured Cooper, doesn't deal with it, and Bobby Thomas gets something on it to put Coventry ahead. Coventry 2, Sheffield United 1.
That Tottenham game, incidentally, is live on Sports Extra. But for Liverpool, who started match day 4 outside the top 8, this would take them level with Real Madrid on 9 points. And ahead of the next set of games tomorrow, they would be in the top 8, which means that they would qualify automatically for the knockouts. As the ball is played forward long by Van Dijk. Ekitike gives chase. Valverde, back it goes to Courtois. Courtois lets the ball to settle, then hits it away downfield. Gets plenty of distance on it too. Headed away by Konate. Szoboszlai. He's had an excellent season, hasn't he, Szoboszlai?
Yeah, he's been so good, and his performance tonight has just typified everything about Liverpool. But when he presses, it's infectious, and it just has a knock-on effect where the other players want to follow suit as well.
Carreras and Salah having a tussle, and the Romanian referee has adjudged that Salah was the offender, and it'll be a free kick that Dean Howson will want to take quickly. We are midway through the second half. You're listening to 5 Live, and Liverpool have their noses in front, but they are looking to make changes, and Rodrigo is going to be coming on. It is just going to be the solitary change from Xabi Alonso, former Liverpool player, 210 appearances and 18 goals he scored in his 5 years as a Liverpool player. So he will make a change, but this is the first of a 6-match spell where they're playing away from home. They're next involved in the Bernabeu against Celta Vigo on December the 7th. Camavinga is the player who comes off. So that's an attacking change, Jonathan.
Yeah, attacking and change that they needed to make. Camavinga hasn't really done much in possession, to be honest with you, but this will be a massively different challenge now for Robertson, with Rodrigo playing up against him. Really talented player.
I think it makes them very lopsided when he plays Camavinga out on this side, and it's almost like you know Vinicius Junior is the outlet, and Mbappe floats around the pitch and makes things difficult, but it's only a 1v1 situation down the right-hand side.
Just over 20 minutes remaining. Diagonal ball towards Wirtz, cut out by a sliding Tchouameni. Salah tries to challenge Carreras. Tchouameni hits it forward with pace. Bellingham takes it into his feet neatly, gets it out towards Goulet, holds off the challenge of McAllister. Now out towards Rodrigo. Rodrigo looks towards Mbappe, but Gravenberch had sensed the danger. Breaks up the move, and now Wirtz picks up that ball out towards Salah. A little bit of a stumble by Salah. Challenged quickly by Carreras. The referee says there's a foul there. Just thinking, Stephen, as well, with 20 minutes remaining, Alonso, we're expecting a hostile reception for Alexander-Arnold if he comes on for the next at any point on his first return to Anfield. The scoreline as it is at the minute, Alonso probably thinks, I'm not going to bring him on, he'll only fire up the crowd, it would be a detrimental move.
I don't think he's even got off the bench. I mean, the TV went on him before when we were seeing replays. He's not moved at all. It's almost like he knows he's not going to.
I don't think I'd want.
Here is McAllister. Militao, though, steps forward, prevents it reaching Wirtz. Picked up now by Bellingham. Out it goes now to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior waits. Bellingham has gone on the overlap left-hand side. Back towards Vinicius Junior. Tchouameni is there as well. Bellingham. Carreras. Every outfield player of Real Madrid, all in white, is in the half away towards our right. Under 20 minutes remaining. Here now is Rodrigo into the area. Rodrigo looking for Mbappe. Blocked by Robertson. Short forward ball. Ekitike now holds on to it. Ekitike glides away. The ball was on there to release Wirtz, but he's done ever so well. Was he fouled? Yes, he was, by Rodrigo. Excellent play by Ekitike.
Brilliant hold-up play. Just takes the pressure off him. Like I've said previously, get back into the shape and then they start working from there. Comes to Ekitike, does a brilliant job as a centre forward, holds it, gets the team on the pitch, gets the free kick and releases the pressure.
Alexander Isak won't start against Manchester City, judging by the comments from Arne Slot yesterday. But on the work rate, what we're seeing of Ekitike, he wouldn't necessarily be an assured starter anyway, would he? Such
No,
is the
not
form
at
of
all.
it.
I think the other thing is why rush Alexander Isak? He hasn't had a pre-season. He's picking up injuries. We know he's got a poor injury record as it is. So take your time with him, and especially let Ekitike enjoy himself because he's playing sensational football.
Courtois with a clearance for Real Madrid. Rodrigo leans into Robertson. Ball goes past both of them. And Van Dijk, referee, almost got in the way there. I'm sure that the referee got in the way of the line of the vision of Wirtz, but Robertson skips away from Goulet, looks for a ball that was trying to slice open the Real Madrid defence. It was turned away, picked up by Ekitike. Ekitike walks his way into the penalty area, left-hand side, and then rolls it back towards McAllister. McAllister goes square. 18 minutes remain of normal time. Still the windy conditions inside Anfield. That blowy red shirt of Van Dijk as he just waits and exchanges passes with the goal scorer McAllister. Now towards Konate, right of the centre circle, and he will go back out towards Bradley, and Bradley passes the ball all the way back to the Georgian international Mamardashvili, who clears flat downfield, but Valverde will just control this ball, and now towards Howson.
Yeah, no rush there from Mamardashvili, just play Van Dijk in the left full-back position. He was on. Just trust that he wants the ball and he's happy to receive it because he can go long himself. He's happy to do that, Van Dijk.
That win 2-0 here last November. McAllister and Gakpo in the league phase was Liverpool's first success in 9 meetings since 2009. But all 4 of Liverpool's wins in their previous 12 meetings have been to nil. And who will forget the 1981 final, of course, is Mbappe. Out towards Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior on the left-hand side. Robertson was tucked in. McAllister well to put off Bellingham, who tried to throw himself at it. Howson passes the ball under pressure out of play.
He did superb there, McAllister. He trapped the run of Bellingham, and it's a mismatch, a complete mismatch. But he just got alongside him, gave him a little bit of a nudge. It allowed then Robertson to get on the cover and win the header.
It's all about like heading balls out. It's about making it difficult for your opponent. So people always get obsessed with, oh, he's got to win that, he's got to win that. But if you make it super difficult for someone, and then someone else can come and clear it.
Liverpool, by the way, who are edging ever closer to a milestone. That's 499 goals at home in European competition in their illustrious history. Indeed, another goal will be their 500th as well in the European Cup/Champions League. For the 6-time winners, of course, against the record winners. 15 times they've lifted Europe's elite competition, Real Madrid. These two sides, these two heavyweights of European football going toe-to-toe, where Liverpool still lead by a goal to nil. Mbappe. The ball caught a little bit in the wind, out towards Rodrigo, brings it down around knee height on this near side, the right. Valverde, who hasn't got forward on too many occasions on this near side, has to go back to Militao. Infield to his central defensive partner, Howson. Goulet tracked every step of the way by McAllister. Bellingham just drops away off Van Dijk. Van Dijk almost tries to pass him on, I think, to one of the midfielders. Instead, though, it goes out now towards Vinicius. Flicks it back now to Mbappe. Mbappe with a shot block comes in from Gravenberch.
Do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Klopp and Guardiola's Liverpool and City going toe-to-toe. Some of the football on display is absolutely incredible. How good they are technically. What a game of football this is.
Vinicius Junior now. Mbappe, first time effort, just wide. Hit it right foot, opened up his right boot. Mamardashvili full stretch away to his left. There were a few signs of relief there.
Oh, I thought it was in. Just goes to the left-hand side post there from Mbappe. Just try to feed it into the far corner. Got a good connection on it, and I was waiting for the net to ripple.
That is Real Madrid in a nutshell. That is the concern, and it's what you get. You get a feel of anxiety when they get Vinicius Junior and Mbappe on the ball, because they know they're such a dangerous pair. And that from Vinicius Junior. He hasn't had a kick all game. Conor Bradley has been superb against him. He gets half a yard, delivers the ball in. And the skill from Mbappe, it's just a half volley. It sits up just in front of him. He didn't try and lash it. He just tries to guide it into that far corner. That's just a warning sign for Liverpool.
Atletico Madrid 2, Union Saint-Gilloise 0. Rotherham United have equalised. Rotherham United now 2-2 at home to Burton Albion, who are just outside the relegation zone in League One. It's the only game being played in League One. Liverpool are going to be making a double change. Curtis Jones, who's missed the last two games with a groin injury, is going to be coming on, as is Cody Gakpo as well. So some fresh legs for Liverpool with 14 minutes remaining here on 5 Live. And that header from McAllister, just past the hour mark, is still the difference. We'll try and bring you as much reaction as we can before we're off air with the 5 Live Sport at 10:30. If not, the 5 Live Football Daily feed for the podcast will bring you all the reaction from tonight's games. Remember, Arsenal have already beaten Slavia Prague 3-0. And Tottenham are 4-0 up against Copenhagen as the diagonal ball through the middle. Looks towards Salah, required Carreras, the left back, to come across and cover. Out it goes for Liverpool throw.
Brilliant, Andrew Robertson, and it had to be, because as Rodrigo just tried to nip inside, then he drives beyond him and tries to feed a lovely ball in behind to Mohamed Salah. It was good defending from Howson, but Liverpool again, just when they attack in great numbers.
Arne Slot, with his bald head gleaming in the floodlights, giving his final instructions to his fellow Dutchman. Robertson waits to take the throw level of the penalty area near side the left. Liverpool all in red, playing from right to left as we look against the Anfield Road end. In fact, Robertson being told to hurry up by the Romanian referee. Back it goes to the Scottish international, then he gives the ball away. Goulet runs forward, ball in field towards Bellingham. Bert's got a touch on it. They now try to switch play to that far side, but it goes away from Vinicius Junior and Carreras on the Real Madrid left. And that'll be the opportunity now for Jones to come on, and for Gakpo as well.
I just wonder whether it'll be McAllister, with him being on a yellow card, that they feel like they can't take that chance, that if they get beyond Liverpool's midfield and he has to bring them down. I think the Bates will be the other one, because he's put a massive shift in.
Well, you've called it. It is going to be McAllister. His header, his first goal of the season. Although he did score 2 goals against Puerto Rico for Argentina last month in a friendly, but his first Liverpool goal of the season, replaced by Curtis Jones. And what an ovation it is for McAllister. And Ekitike is the other player to be coming off, as Cody Gakpo will come on. And Ekitike takes his time to applaud all 4 sides of Anfield.
Yeah, superb performance from both players. McAllister really impresses in midfield, and Ekitike with an outstanding all-round performance in the centre-forward position. I think the interesting thing now will be who plays centre, because Florian Wirtz came on in midweek and at the weekend and went as the striker. It's actually Cody Gakpo who's going the central role, and Wirtz will continue on that left-hand side.
It's finished. Rotherham United 2, Burton Albion 2 in the only game in League One. Full time also now at Oxford. Emily Herbert, hold on Emily. Ball played through. Gakpo can't get after the run because I think he was going to be offside. He leaves it towards Salah. Flag stays down as a result. Salah edge of the area, ball in field. Valverde right back, tucked into a clear. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah, total control from Stoke here, really. Oxford 0, Stoke 3. Lewis Baker with 2 goals and an assist, twice on the counter, and Stephen Nzozi with the other. A set-piece corner kick rifled into the roof of the net. Oxford never in it, and Stoke move up to second. Full-time, Oxford 0, Stoke 3.
Bert's chasing the ball. Howson on the stretch, back to Militao. Red card at Leicester, Charlie Slater.
We're into stoppage time. Borough are down to 10. They're trailing by 1-0. Alfie Jones sent off for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Leicester 1, Middlesbrough 0.
Charlton Athletic have got an injury time goal at the Valley. They lead West Brom by 1-0. Mbappe is attacking for Real Madrid. Bursts in towards that left-hand side, delivers the cross. Curtis Jones back there, heads it away. Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be coming on with 10 minutes remaining. And this is the reaction of Anfield for a player who they used to adore. He's going to have to wait for the corner kick. Real Madrid corner far side the left, trailing by 1-0. It's an outswinger. Gravenberch heads it away. Rodrigo passes the ball in field. Valverde looks for the return ball. Rodrigo won't get there. It'll go out for a goal kick. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 9 seasons at Liverpool, 354 appearances, 23 goals, helped them win the Premier League, the Champions League, the Club World Cup and the FA Cup. He used to be one of their own. You're left in no doubt. This is the feeling of Anfield now towards Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, there's a few people standing up and applauding, but you can tell the responses, the boos, they're not happy about it. It's up to Liverpool fans what they feel about the situation.
Alexander-Arnold comes on for Goulet. It means that Valverde moves into midfield. And as I'd alluded to, it fires up the crowd as well with some 8.5 minutes remaining as they look to protect their slender advantage. That was a rather awkward fall from Militao, but he's back to his feet. That seemed to bounce off the ground. It was a
Not wrong.
Union Saint-Gilloise got a goal back. Atletico Madrid 2, Union Saint-Gilloise 1 elsewhere in the Champions League. Charlton have beaten West Bromwich Albion by 1-0 at the Valley. That means they're unbeaten in 5. West Brom just 1 win in 6. Another goal, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich. Conor McNamara.
Paris Saint-Germain 1, Bayern Munich 2. João Neves off the bench to score for the holders. It makes it an interesting game now. Bayern still with the 1-goal lead, but Paris Saint-Germain have an extra man advantage after Luis Diaz's red card before half-time. PSG 1, Bayern Munich 2.
8 minutes remaining here on 5 Live. Militao. Alexander-Arnold wanders forward. He has the name Trent above that number 12. The boos will tell you when he gets a touch of the ball. Militao, Howson helps it on. Carreras on the far side. Vinicius Junior waits. Howson. Liverpool have dropped deep, still leading by 1-0 with some 7 minutes remaining. Militao now. Rodrigo's made a run through. First touch into the penalty area, holds off Van Dijk. Robertson was there as well, and it will be a goal kick. Robertson knew it would come off from Rodrigo. Sensible defending.
Yeah, really good from Andrew Robertson, and Virgil van Dijk's had a few issues over the last few weeks with Milos Kerkez alongside him. That distance between the two has been too big, and he's got his old teammate alongside him now, and he looks so much happier. But Andrew Robertson, he looks fresh, he looks hungry, and it's a great performance from him tonight.
Birmingham have beaten Millwall by 4-0. Derby County have made it 4 straight wins. They have ended Hull City's 6-match unbeaten run with a 2-1 victory in the East Midlands. And Bodo Glimt, who in the Champions League are now down to 10 men. As Liverpool with Alexander-Arnold playing the ball forward, and the ironic cheers is because the pass of their former right back is going to be tidied up by Van Dijk, who Very casually played the ball towards Robertson. Ball from Van Dijk cut out by Bellingham. Headed now by Van Dijk. You've got boos for the touch of Trent Alexander-Arnold and cheers for everybody else in red. Chiesa waits to come on for Liverpool. Carreras commits himself and goes to ground. And Salah is away from the left back. Now he comes on the inside, gets away from the challenge of Carrera. Salah shoots, might still fall towards Mo Salah. Militao is almost on his knees as he tries to usher the ball back towards Courtois, all rather frantic.
This is brilliant, isn't it? I mean, it's end to end now. It's really opening up, and here come Real Madrid.
Alexander-Arnold finds Rodrigo, enters the penalty area right-hand side. Vinicius Junior can't control it, Szoboszlai's there. Edge of the D to clear the ball away. Final instructions for Chiesa, Jonathan Woodgate.
Our possession all night, Liverpool have been spectacular, outrunning Madrid, getting back in quicker. I mean, look at the shape of the team now. Madrid can't get through them, they can't play through them, they can't go over the top, they can't go down the sides. Really special display from Liverpool out of possession.
Well, they are cheering to the rafters, and Konate's whipping up the crowd as well. There's been a late goal at Leicester. Charlie Slater.
Luke Ayling has equalised for Middlesbrough in the 96th minute, virtually the last touch of the game with a header. It will mean just one win in 10 for Leicester, but what a comeback for Middlesbrough. 1-1.
It's also finished at Fulham Road. Ipswich 1, Watford 1 in the Championship. The rain has returned. Incessant light rain falling here on this greasy surface at Anfield, as Chiesa still waits to come on, and in fact it's going to be a double change as well, because Arne Slot is not just going to bring on the Italian international. It is going to be Milos Kerkez who's also going to be coming on. He turns 22 on Friday, incidentally, as Liverpool win the ball on the far side, still leading by a goal to nil. Salah with an opportunity to run at Howson. Salah though gets away from Carreras, again commits himself. Salah enters the penalty area right-hand side, delivers the cross. Courtois keeps out Gakpo. Loose ball, Salah. Block comes in from Militao, up in the air, and the goalkeeper eventually catches the ball down by his knees.
How has he saved that, Courtois? It's an incredible save. Gakpo's 3 yards out. It's an instinctive save. And then the block from Militao is phenomenal from Mohamed Salah. I mean, they have defended with their lives at times, Real Madrid. They've been thankful to the goalkeeper that it's only 1-0, but they still carry a threat on the break.
It did finish Leicester 1, Middlesbrough 1, by the way, in the Championship. Here is Rodrigo. Had it not been for Courtois, Liverpool could have been home and hosed in this game. As it is, there is still plenty of jeopardy as they lead by a goal to nil, but Curtis Jones now runs forward. Only Verti's up with him. Jones might have to go it alone. 3 minutes remain. Back towards Robertson. Even Chiesa is applauding as he waits to come on with Arne Slot in his right ear, still whispering those final instructions. Although it might have to be louder than a whisper, judging by the atmosphere inside Anfield tonight. Under 3 minutes remaining. Jonathan Woodgate.
Liverpool being a different class. Like you say there, Deno, could have been 3 or 4-0 if it wasn't for Courtois. He's made some exceptional saves. I mean, Real Madrid have really disappointed tonight, but what I would say, that is down to Liverpool, how they've pressed and how they've worked off the ball. They've really made it difficult for Real Madrid to really score goals, make opportunities.
Stephen Warnock, you know all about being a left back. Andy Robertson is getting a standing ovation. Give us some sort of appreciation for the Scottish international as he's replaced by Kerkez.
Yeah, I mean, some of the covering, defending from him, the communication with Virgil van Dijk, making sure that life is very difficult for Rodrigo when he comes on, making sure that you're over-covering at times. And I think the big thing is, I'm quite surprised to see him leave the pitch, because it's very difficult now for Kerkez to come on with sort of 3 or 4 minutes to go. Rodrigo's up to speed, and then you go and go on, defend him, run backwards.
Nothing worse coming on as a left back.
No, not at all.
In the last minute of the game.
Brahim Diaz. Wirtz was the player who went off, by the way, for Chiesa. Brahim Diaz, who scored here when he was during one of his 3-year loan spell at Milan in 2021, is waiting to come on for Real Madrid.
Well,
Meanwhile,
Liverpool are asking a question here. Tchouameni's just fouled Kerkez, gone through him, and then Liverpool fans are saying, well, where's the yellow card?
And the Liverpool players are asking for the same thing as well, because it's a little bit late on Milos Kerkez. I think Kerkez is just staying down just to make sure that he takes the tempo out of the game from Real Madrid's point of view.
Well, it might take the tempo out of the game, but you can't take the tempo out of these Liverpool supporters. As the player coming off, indeed he's going to be Tchouaméni, and for Brahim Diaz to come on. Real Madrid 5 points clear of Barcelona at the top of La Liga. A winning start to the Champions League phase. However, not only will they get possibly their first blank of the season,
They've just changed it.
Valverde.
Yeah.
So Valverde is the player to come off, the Uruguayan international for Brahim Diaz, and Tchouaméni will stay on the field. But by my watch, we are 30 seconds away from entering the period of time it'll be added on by our Romanian referee Istvan Kovacs. You think that they went into that Villa game after back-to-back defeats at Anfield, beat Villa 2-0, beating Real Madrid by a goal to 0, and going into that game against Manchester City full of confidence. Penalty at Tottenham, John Southall.
And a penalty to Tottenham. Tottenham 4, Copenhagen 0. Richarlison about to step up and take this one. Missed 2 chances since he came on as a substitute. Here he comes, the Brazilian, stutters up to the ball, and he's hit the crossbar, and Tottenham remain 4-0 up against Copenhagen.
Thank you, John. The final result in the Championship is in. Bristol City 0, Blackburn 1. So Birmingham beat Millwall 4-0, Bristol City 0, Blackburn 1, a third successive win. Charlton 1, West Brom 0, 5 unbeaten for Nathan Jones' side. Derby have had 4 straight wins, beating Hull 2-1, Ipswich 1, Watford 1, Leicester 1, Middlesbrough 1, Oxford 0, Stoke City 3, and Coventry, the leaders, beat Sheffield United 2-1. Real Madrid in the Champions League. Terrific challenge by Bradley, sliding across on the wet surface. Behind it goes for a corner kick.
He's done so well tonight, Bradley. I thought early on he was going to find it difficult because he hasn't had much help off Salah, but down that side, he's done well, really well with Vinicius.
Real Madrid have a corner on the far side, the left. Bradley is alert to it being played to Alexander-Arnold. Instead, it's an in-swinger. Canate climbs, heads the ball away inside the 6-yard area. Carreras comes across, heads it towards Mbappe. Right-hand side, does the little step over, looks to go on the outside of Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai stays with him, then there's a stumble from Mbappe, and it goes behind, as the cheers will tell you, for a goal kick to Liverpool, who lead 1-0 in stoppage time. And we have 5 minutes of added time. Stephen.
To a man, Liverpool have been exceptional. They really are. But that guy, Szoboszlai, just epitomised, again, the strength of character, the ability to get back in, to frustrate Mbappe, to force the issue, to force the mistake. It's been absolutely incredible. And you can hear the Liverpool fans reacting to this performance.
Still 1-0. Chiesa battles, but gets it towards Gakpo. Gakpo enters the area, but Alexander-Arnold takes it off his toes. And then back to Courtois, swept downfield, headed forcefully forward by Van Dijk. Repelled by away. Gravenberch challenges Bellingham in the air. Bellingham and Gravenberch. Bellingham goes to ground. Curtis Jones will prevent the quick free kick. Gakpo also stands there. Bellingham now instead passes the ball back. 3 minutes remain.
Yeah, in recent weeks I thought Liverpool had been a little bit of a soft touch when they'd gone on that run of losing games. They've been so physical today. They've won every single battle that they've been up against Real Madrid, and shown a different side to them.
PSV, who are Liverpool's next opponents in the Champions League, have got an equaliser against Olympiacos, who might still be yet to win in this competition. 1-1, and Tottenham have beaten Copenhagen 4-0. We'll get all the reaction and the analysis very soon, but with just over 2 minutes remaining here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. Howson, my word, he skied that on this wet night on Merseyside. Drops down with snow on it. Kerkez climbs. 2 Bournemouth players both get a touch with their head. Kerkez and Howson. Bouncing ball, headed away by Bradley. Played forward by Bellingham. A little flick in field, didn't come off. Their appeal for handball, not given by the Romanian referee. And Canate will step out of defence. As still the McAllister goal is the difference. And we have under 2 minutes remaining of stoppage time. The rain sweeping across Anfield as we look low down right to the halfway line. Carreras comes forward, leaves it to Vinicius Junior. Back inside, the referee jumps over the ball. Brahim Diaz tries to help it forward towards Mbappe. Canate is there. Canate brings the ball out of defence, almost Hansen-esque, and then gives it to Gakpo. Gakpo now is over the halfway line. Chiesa through the middle. and clears on the half volley, cleared by Van Dijk. Just over 60 seconds remain.
Can't take your eyes off the game, can you? But you're thinking Real Madrid still look dangerous coming forward, but they're giving so many opportunities to Liverpool.
Alexander-Arnold, could he have the last laugh as he passes the ball towards Rodrigo? Alexander-Arnold's first time cross. The cheers will tell you that's come to nothing. And Bradley, the current Liverpool right back, belying his tender years, lets it roll out of play for a throw, much to the delight of the Liverpool supporters in that bottom tier of the Sakine Dalglish stand.
He hasn't fancied, has he, Vinicius Junior, one bit. Conor Bradley's been so physical with him, but it's a really mature performance. What a touch that is. Liverpool are in here.
Salah can't get Gakpo through the middle. Was Chiesa fouled by Carreras? Yes, he was. And Carreras will be shown a yellow card. The fourth Real Madrid player to be booked. Coventry have got a third goal against Sheffield United. 3-1 the leaders lead. Olympiacos 1, PSV 1 is how it finished. Juventus 1, Sporting 1 is another result. Sporting, still Juventus that are yet to win. And Bodo Glimt 0, Monaco 1. So Monaco get their first win in the Champions League phase. The cameras are trained on the match winner, McAllister, on the bench, as the referee has just had to come across and have a word with Xabi Alonso, the Real Madrid head coach, and I think he's going to be shown a yellow card, and indeed he is, for something that's clearly been said to the fourth official.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that decision. He didn't think it was a foul, but it was. I mean, Chiesa just got in front of Carreras and nicked the ball away. Liverpool now, just keep the ball. Just keep this ball a little bit long, and that's not the greatest of balls.
Coventry City have beaten Sheffield United 3-1. That's the result. And that's the result here at Anfield. Back-to-back wins for Liverpool against Real Madrid. McAllister with the only goal of the game. It could have been more had it not been for the brilliance of Courtois. But there is no doubt that that is a fully deserved win for Liverpool and Arne Slot. McAllister's header, the only game of a quality football match.
Yeah.
Total Sport. BBC Radio Merseyside.
It is full time here at Anfield. My goodness, it has been feisty, it has been ferocious, it's been end to end. What a European tie this has been. It has finished Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. And